Okay.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. I feel like our hair looks really nice today.
I was just going to say, looking at this monitor,
I'm working a 3-day blowout.
Oh, girl.
Oh, girl.
Your hair, it looks absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Shout out to Irene.
Love Irene.
And
And I got a new leave-in conditioner.
Oh, from what brand?
OA?
Jen Atkins. Yeah. Nice. Cool.
It's been great.
I like the Crown Affair one.
Don't
That's
know.
Good.
Good
if
title.
You know.
Good name.
Yeah. They make good products.
All right. Well, let's see how this sounds.
Okay. Hi, Charlotte.
Hello, Madeline. I didn't have one prepared that time.
That was a little bit different. You usually say, hi, Madeline.
Yeah, you're right.
So that was different.
So I switched it up because I did it normal for a couple weeks there. And then you never know.
Oh, my God. How's it going?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Did you watch SNL 50?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did I watch it instead of the NBA All-Star game? Absolutely.
Yes.
And then I went back and fast forwarded through the NBA All-Star game, and I was like, well, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
SNL 50, I have been working on my audition for SNL since watching that.
It was so good. I could see you as a cast member.
Madeline, I'm too old.
You could do it. You've been workshopping your accents past couple weeks. Lorne Michaels.
I have a whole bit where I think it would be like, do you ever think about how feet are just like slower hands?
Can you elaborate?
There's a visual that goes along with it.
Oh, what's the visual?
Well, I can pick stuff up with my feet.
Wait, you can?
Oh, yeah. I can.
What?
I feel I had sort of a crisis watching SNL 50 because I was like, oh my God, what if could I have done this? And my husband talked me down and he was like, you have a great show that you guys are very funny on.
Hey,
and
there's still hope.
And that's okay. It doesn't have to be SNL.
It could be.
This is our SNL 50.
Hey, it could be.
What was your favorite part?
Oh, I think I can never remember the name of the sketch, but the alien invasion one with Kate McKinnon and Meryl Streep.
Yes.
Oh my God, so funny.
I was laughing so hard.
That was so funny.
Miss Rafferty.
Oh, I love that.
Everyone likes to talk about how they don't like SNL. And I'm like, I grew up on old SNL.
Yeah.
And I will always.
I love it. I'm just like, you know what? They're trying their hardest. They are producing a live television program that no one else could do.
Right.
And they're doing it every week.
And
it's new material.
And I know some of the writers.
Yeah.
And they're very funny and they're doing a great job.
We're just like, good job, guys.
Good job.
No, but I loved it. I just thought it was amazing. And I was like, should I pick back up my UCB classes I used to take? Look, pull out my improv
So you
hat.
know what I'm talking about.
Should we go on
a double audition for SNL?
Because that's how it works. We call up Lorne Michaels and say, we would like to audition.
I was like, I feel like we could at least get.
We could get an audition. I think we know enough people. Are we delusional?
I was like, I know. I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to. That's rude.
No.
Don't
but
I would be like, I know.
Insert blank.
I bet they could at least get me.
We could at least submit a packet.
Yes.
I think we could.
Should we do that?
Should we submit a packet as a writing duo?
As like a.
And it's all just sports. It's like Larsa Pippen impersonations or segments with Larsa Pippen and a Real Housewives of I don't know what.
Yeah, it's just us being imitating Bill Belichick's girlfriend for 5 pages.
Right. Oh, I would love that.
Which we could do.
We could do that.
Speaking of.
Interesting. Okay.
Should we get into our Jordan and Bill update of the week?
I don't know if you saw this, but Jordon Hudson posted a truly insane Valentine's Day post.
Oh, yep.
It's one after the other.
I screenshotted it.
Let's pull it up.
I'm going to read.
And again, we don't know how to insert the images. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, I'm sorry. Pull it up on your phone.
We are doing our best.
We're doing our best.
You're lucky you can even watch this.
That's true.
Okay. Jordan Isabella, because that's her Instagram. Jordan _ Isabella. Jordan spelled with an O.
Remember, people spell it wrong.
Jordon.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's take a deeper dive into the hot topic of the day. ... Quotes, love in all capitals. Also, she said something again about like Bill letting her give him philosophy lessons.
Yeah.
So this reads to me like someone, like a 24-year-old who just discovered that they...
Socrates.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Beautiful. What constitutes love? Or what makes someone worthy of loving? Are questions that require a deep analysis and could possibly enable one to understand the romances that they may not understand nor relate to. With such a limited character count, I cannot dissect nor comprehensively answer these questions, but I will exclaim a few basic concepts. Oh no. Oh, that's not the right word at all.
No, that's not the right word. Well, none of it is the right word.
No, but exclaim is like really not the way. What, you're going to yell a few... Anyway,
Maybe
okay.
she meant explain.
Okay.
I hope she did.
Let's hope. There is no objective criteria for what constitutes someone's worthiness of love. We do not need to justify why we love a particular person. The ways in which we develop our biological preferences are deeply personal, in which we owe no justification nor explanation.
Is she implying here that she's just attracted to a really old guy?
I was going to say,
is that what she's saying?
That you were born knowing you wanted to date a 72-year-old? If so,
okay.
More power to you.
More power to you.
I would keep reading, but like...
It reads to me, like all of her other Instagram posts do, like it's an excerpt from a school paper. When you think you really know what you're talking about and you really don't. Like that feels like, to your point, a philosophy 101 essay.
I know. And
she wrote at like 2 a.m. in the library and like pulled up not ChatGPT because, well, I guess it's been around since she's pretty young. So maybe
she could have used it in college.
She could have used it in college, yeah.
Or maybe not. I can't remember when she graduated.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, yeah. And I think it reads very defensive.
Yes.
She's been posting a lot of stuff recently that's like, you know, just kind of defiant, and clearly she is seeing people talking about their relationship, and I can imagine that is a strange feeling. Probably doesn't feel good.
No.
At the same time, I would argue that putting yourself in a Dunkin' Donuts commercial, you probably want to be talked about, and you can't have it both ways.
No, you can't. It's not helping. You can't be this public with your relationship with someone and then also ask to not be talked about. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it would be different if it was like all their appearances were just a couple red carpets and that was it, and that's all you saw. Maybe she posted like one happy anniversary post every year.
Right.
Maybe a couple Instagram story back shots. I don't know if I need to see a back shot of Bill Belichick,
but we're getting them.
But it's the fact that she posts things like that time and time again that it's like, well, what are you going to say?
Exactly. You can't be like, hey, I want to be public. I want to use this platform and I want people to talk about me, because essentially that's what you're saying. When you say you want to be public, you want attention. Okay. Right. And then you can't say, but everybody has to be nice to me.
No.
Because that's not how this works. I mean, you can say it. It's just not going to work. So it's like you either go for it and you know that people are going to have opinions.
Right.
And you have to be okay with that, or you don't go for it and people will forget about you and not make it a thing.
What I actually wish that she had done is posting a post, just kind of addressing like, hey, listen, everyone on the internet, I know that this is a little weird that I'm dating an older guy. You might think, oh, I'm in it for X, Y, and Z reasons. I have ulterior motives, but here's why I really love Bill. And it's like a nice tribute to him. And it just kind of addresses the elephant in the room instead of these weird, like sideshow, weird, strange posts where she's tiptoeing around it.
Yeah.
By like calling out the haters, but not actually just addressing like, hey, listen, it's a little weird. I get it, but we are in love.
Watch out, Tree Payne. There's a new redheaded PR maven on the
blowout.
rise. No, but you're so right. You know? That is what, and that's what I think people often don't understand, is that the audiences can sniff out when something either seems weird or fishy, or not even that, just like out of the ordinary. And they can sniff out when you're not addressing it head on. And if you address it head on, people will be like, oh, okay, well, guess she loves him and she acknowledged us, and it kind of takes the air, it deflates the whole conversation.
Yeah, and I actually think it gives her more power.
Big time.
because then she's like kind of has the upper hand. Because it's like if she said all that and then we had to come on here, it's like, and then we're like, well, we can't really argue with what she said.
Exactly.
So anyways, on to the next story.
Okay, so here's the thing.
What?
If she does that,
Yeah.
if she posts something like, hey guys, no, this is a little weird, but here's why I love Bill, we will know that she is listening
Yes.
to our podcast.
Yes.
We've been on the Jordan Beat for a while.
Months.
I feel like some people out there might be aware of us.
Yes.
So keep an eye out to see if Jordan takes our... Honestly, it's just advice at this
It's just advice. I think it's a good idea.
I do too.
Jordan, if you're listening.
All right, well, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, we didn't even see each other for
No.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, you're my Valentine.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
sweet. My work Valentine.
My work Valentine.
My husband, I'm sorry, my husband was alone on Valentine's Day because I was out of town.
My husband and I found
Very
your
sad.
husband.
Oh, yeah, on the street.
Yeah. Well, with the dog.
With the
Walking
dog. Yeah, yeah.
Not just like,
Yes.
wasn't it on the street. Yes, just a lovely Valentine's Day
Yeah.
run-in.
But he did shout out to my husband. He gave me lovely, nice flowers yesterday morning when I
Oh.
came back. It was very sweet.
That's so
Yes.
sweet.
Very nice.
Cutter, good job.
Thanks, Cutter.
Tyler and I just got a really nice steak, and that was our present.
You love
to
a
each
steak.
other. I love
You love a steak.
a dry-aged steak from Della Pietra's. Are you kidding me?
From who?
Della Pietra's.
What is that?
That's a good butcher.
Oh, is
Okay,
it a
but
New York butcher or do you have to ship it in?
Oh, no. It's in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Chic, did you make it at home?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Because we got...
I love that.
For Black Friday, our big purchase was 2 really nice new pans.
Oh, cast iron?
No, actually.
Oh.
Carbon steel.
Oh.
And stainless.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm having deja vu. Have I said this on this show before?
I don't think so. so. Well, if you have,
If I have,
oh well.
Anyway, they worked great, and the steak was amazing.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, you love a steak.
I love a steak. We cooked it perfectly.
I'll eat the fries. I'll eat a little steak, but
I know. I
it's
was
not
like,
my meal of choice.
when we
but
launched
love
this,
it
I was
for
like,
you.
we got to go to a steakhouse
and I was like,
celebrate.
And I was like, I'll get the sides.
The creamed spinach.
Yeah, we can go to a steakhouse. Honestly, we can, and you can get the steak, and I'll get all the sides.
Okay.
I would do that.
And you'd have a bite.
Yeah, I'd have a bite.
Also, they have like chicken.
But that feels wrong.
No, but
Is
you
that
know,
wrong to get at a steakhouse? Is it chicken?
I don't think it's
Well, it's a chicken steak.
a chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak, yeah.
What
One of
is
those.
that?
I don't want to know. I don't know. Doesn't matter to
I've
me.
always wondered, never looked it up.
Should we look it up right now?
Yeah, what's a chicken fried steak? I
find
think
out.
it is steak.
It's also known as a country fried steak. It is American southern breaded cutlet dish consisting of a piece of beef steak coated with seasoned flour and either deep fried or pan fried. Wait.
Oh, so it's fried like a fried chicken.
Yes.
But it's steak.
So it's steak.
Chicken fried steak, like steak fried like chicken.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Solving
That
the mysteries
is-
of the universe here on this
Still don't want it.
sports gossip show.
Don't want it.
Don't have to have it.
No.
Okay. Something else that I did this weekend.
Yes.
Was watch the entire interview that Alex Cooper did with Kylie Kelce on Call Her Daddy.
Fabulous.
And Madeline, did you watch it?
I watched some of it. Yes, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Kylie Kelce is so who she is. She's so down to earth. She's unapologetic about her beliefs and how she carries herself. And Alex Cooper is obviously also completely who she is.
Yeah.
And they were just talking to each other and joking around. And I was like, oh my God, no one was playing the like traditional role of like, I'm this kind of woman. I'm
Right.
this kind of woman.
No, they were just themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the thing that I found very interesting about this whole situation was that Kylie said she and Jason, did you see this?
I did see this.
She said, so Kylie Kelce, Jason Kelce's wife, Jason Kelce, the brother of Travis Kelce, who is dating Taylor Swift. Everybody probably knew that, but just
Some
in
people
case.
might not.
In case you didn't. So Taylor Swift, as I alluded to earlier, has a publicist named Tree Payne who has red hair, like my co-host.
Charlotte and I don't have the same color hair. Just
No.
need to point that out.
And we're not the same person.
We're not the same person.
Despite some men on the internet commenting
A lot of
otherwise,
comments.
Which, again, huge honor.
Honor.
But we are two different people.
We're different people. And if you saw us in person, I very much have red hair.
Yeah, this isn't a parent trap situation. We're not both Lindsay Lohan.
No, that'd be amazing.
Although-
Anyways.
So Alex Cooper asks Kylie how she found out that Travis and Taylor were dating. She said, did Travis tell you? And Kylie, who had said before she's a rule follower and clearly is trying not to say anything out of line or anything that is not sanctioned by Taylor Swift's team, says, Travis didn't tell us. And Alex is like, what? And Kylie says, we were told together. Okay, so
Interesting.
so Jason and Kylie were told at the same time, not by Travis. I feel that the only answer here is that Tree Payne had a conference call or a Zoom with them, sat them down and said, hey, so your brother is dating my client, and this is the protocol that goes along with being in Taylor Swift's orbit.
100% that's what happened.
Right?
100%. Yes. If they didn't hear it from Travis, they obviously didn't hear it from like a People magazine story. They knew before. It definitely was Tree Payne or someone who worked for Tree Payne sitting them down. Do you think Tree Payne has like a presentation
Oh my
she
God.
goes through?
Oh my God.
That's like
deck?
FAQs on what this means for you, your life, the Swifties. What are the Swifties? Definitions.
Probably.
Who to contact.
I think
an About Us page. Meet the team.
Meet the team. Tree. You might be wondering why this is my name. No one knows. I think she absolutely has a deck.
100%. I want to know what the name of the meeting was.
Oh my God.
Was it touch base? Intro?
Circling back. Kickoff call.
That's on her.
Date.
Kickoff call.
Personal news kickoff call. Because also I did find it's a little wild that Travis didn't tell them.
Yeah.
Which also fine. Not in a good or a bad way.
Right.
Like the fact that Taylor Swift's operation is so buttoned up that they're not even like, yeah, your boyfriend can tell his brother. They're like, we have to handle. Because what if there is a small amount of time where if Travis had told Jason and Kylie, and Jason and Kylie seem like the kind of people who would not say a word.
Right. Yeah,
which I fully believe. But Tree Payne's out there like, I can't take any chances. There would have been like a 3-minute period of time between when Travis told them and like someone on Taylor Swift's team could have called them. If they had been different kinds of people, that 3 minutes is too long to risk anything getting out.
You can't risk it. Now my question is, do you think Travis was on the call with Tree Payne if this is true?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like what happened is Travis texted Jason and was like, listen, this is going to be weird, but I need you to get on a call with this publicist.
Yes.
They'll explain the situation. We can obviously talk afterwards, but like, I need you to talk to Tree Payne first.
I think that is.
And they're like, what? Okay. And then get on the call. And then maybe it was just a quick call.
No, I think that's right. I also think.
And they also have to sign NDAs.
Yeah.
There's probably like logistics.
Right. Harrison will send over the DocuSign.
CC.
Yeah.
I'll be on CC. Let me know if you have any questions.
Exactly. And then I don't think Travis was on the call mostly because of scheduling.
Yeah, probably
I think it was
not.
probably hard to find a time where Jason, Kylie, and Travis
that's
and
true.
Tree could all be on it. So he was like, you know what?
Just take it.
I've got practice. Tree, you're on it.
That's totally what happened.
I think we cracked the code.
I think we cracked it. Yeah, I think that's right.
Kickoff call.
Maybe we'll get a part 2.
Kickoff call 2023.
Oh my God. Well, the other thing that happened this Valentine's Day weekend was All-Star Weekend in San Francisco.
Tough.
It was tough. It was tough to watch. And I feel like it's not crazy to say it was a bit of a flop.
I just, at this point, kind of don't even have, I don't know how, everyone's like, how do you save it? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's a different era where you can watch highlights on your phone.
Right.
And guys are just not going to try that hard playing against each other in a game that they don't think matters because it doesn't.
I mean, to me,
does.
It does, but it doesn't. It matters, I think, for the fans.
Yes.
It doesn't matter for the league standings. It's like how well your team does is not contingent upon whether your star player on an all-star team plays well.
Right.
Which
I'm like, maybe
it should.
Maybe
there needs to be more incentives, I think. I also think, to me, the biggest indication that it was just going to suck, besides obviously everyone saying it was going to suck beforehand and then it did, was when I saw the video of the team taking photos and they're all in their uniforms and then there's LeBron James in the middle wearing his street clothes. And then it comes out, oh, I'm not playing because I have a ankle injury.
30 minutes before.
Yeah.
Or like an hour before.
I'm just like, okay, maybe he was injured, but we know historically that players tend to try to sit out these things because they don't want to get injured.
Which I understand.
But I'm also like, why even be on the team to begin with? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I saw like LeBron in the street clothes, I love LeBron. But I'm like, really? Really, you're showing up to your work function not in your uniform and everyone else is there in their uniform?
LeBron was not being such a company man.
He was not being a company man.
Even though he had played in, he'd started 20 All-Star games?
Right.
But also, like, what was this? This was a tournament of 3 different games, and it got a little competitive when the rising stars, the young guys who were also Draymond Green of the Warriors was giving commentary on TNT. He was like, I didn't get to play when I was a rookie. Like, what are these guys doing on the All-Star?
Right.
But also that translated because the players playing against the All-Stars playing against the young guys, they were like,
Yeah.
Not so we saw glimpses of competition, but then in that final game, which was a tournament of all these teams, and they were all named after the TNT announcers.
So weird.
And then the final game, it's like going fine, and then they give a tribute to it. This is what it felt like, Madeline. So the TNT guys, if you don't know, there's Ernie, who is the host. Mm-hmm. There is Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, and Kenny the Jet Smith, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They are all, TNT lost the rights to the NBA, but they are all going to be together on the same show inside the NBA. It'll just be on ESPN. It'll be produced by the TNT people still.
Yeah.
Nothing will change.
Right.
So they give them at halftime of the main All-Star game, Kevin Hart, tiny little Kevin Hart, comes out and they do, the comedian, and they do a 20-minute funeral for Inside the NBA on TNT.
Them having a funeral for Inside the NBA is like if you had already prepaid for your funeral, but then you found out the person was alive somehow beforehand, and you're like, well, we might as well still go through with the tribute.
Right.
Because it was a close call.
We almost missed them a lot.
We
almost missed them so much.
I know. It was funny. It was an interesting choice.
And they had MrBeast.
Yes. He's a YouTuber influencer who does these huge stunts. He has the show on Amazon, and it's like a game show with like 1,000 participants or something, and he gives away money. I think that's kind of his main shtick. He is very popular, so don't come for me. I'm not saying he's not popular or successful. I just do not get the appeal. I'm not the audience.
You can come for me when I say MrBeast sucks. Sorry. Let me phrase that another way. You can come for me when I say the way MrBeast appears, the way that I perceive MrBeast sucks.
You're sounding like a Jordon Hudson Instagram caption.
My perception of this man. They had at another halftime, because there were like 10 halftimes.
So many halftimes. They
had Damian Lillard come out, one of the greatest 3-point shooters ever, come out and compete against a random college kid.
Yeah.
And they had to if Damian Lillard made 3 shots from the logo before this random college kid made 1, then the kid wouldn't get $100,000.
Right.
But the kid made it, and he did get $100,000. And MrBeast saying jump in the money, where there was a clear tub filled with money, and they made this kid jump in. And when he asked the kid what he would spend it on, he said, help out my family in college. I was like,
dark.
This is the darkest,
dark times,
bleakest social commentary on the state of our country that I have ever seen.
No, it was dark. I didn't love it. And I also don't really like those competitions anyways, because it's like, okay, Damian Lillard, like, was he trying his hardest? You know what I mean? It's like he wants the kid to win. It's like he wants the kid to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on. I'm sure he's told to play a little bit less all-star level.
Also, wouldn't you try to miss it?
It's like you don't want to be the person to prevent this kid from not getting $100,000 to help out his family.
I feel like even if he had made it, maybe if you're Damian Lillard and you have that much money, you're just like, hey, I will give you 100,000. I feel like I would be also.
No big
I
deal.
would not agree to do that. I would be like, this seems really messed up.
No, it's bizarre. But so many games, they always do like the half court shots for money, which always it's like
I do like those.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's like you win a Kia if you hit a half court shot. And I'm like, I don't necessarily
with the hamsters,
right?
Remember
Bring
those?
them back.
Oh, I love those hamsters. That was a time.
Kias.
If those come back, that's very recession core. Those hamsters are recession core.
If the hamsters come back, make sure your money's in the safest possible.
Buy gold.
Yeah.
Buy gold.
If the Kia hamsters come back,
We're screwed. We're screwed.
Something that I did think. So Mac McClung, who is so Mac McClung is 6'2".
Yeah.
And he is a guy that they bring out every year. He plays in the G League. They bring him out. He was an amazing high school basketball player in Virginia. Do you know he has the most points of any high school basketball player in Virginia over Allen Iverson and JJ Redick?
Wait, that's crazy. No, I didn't know that.
So he was like this phenom, but then he didn't really pan out in the NBA, but he's amazing at these dunks and he plays in the G League. And he clearly has a lot of time to practice the dunks because he comes out for every dunk contest. And talk about a Kia. He jumped over a Kia and dunked it.
Yes.
And the reason I say he's 6'2" is because doesn't he look like that man is 5'4"?
100%. There's no way that man is 6'2". I don't believe it.
I'm just a messenger.
I know he's actually 6'2", but no, he does not look 6'2" at all.
No.
Anyway. And I mean, which is funny because I guess I think about like Steph Curry. He's not that tall.
Right.
Isn't he also?
He's like 6'2".
But I feel like
maybe he's 6'4". How tall is Steph?
Let's see. He's 6'2". He's 6'2".
Steph Curry and Mac McClung being the same height is not possible.
No, they're not the same height.
Can you Google Mac McClung real quick to see? I'm pretty sure he's 6'2".
6'2".
He's 6'2". So maybe it's because he looks like the protagonist of a Disney Channel original about a boy who learns that he has magic shoes and can jump really high.
He does look like that. Honestly,
maybe that's why he looks shorter.
Maybe that's why. I also saw that he makes more money from the dunk contest than he does as a basketball player in the G League, which is unfortunate.
How much money does he make for the dunk contest?
I think it said like he's earned like $300,000. I don't know if that was this year or total.
Like total.
I don't know.
He's won 3 years in a row because no one will do it. Because all the superstars are like, we don't want to do the dunk contest.
Which is such a bummer.
I hate it.
It's like, I'm sorry. This should be contractually obligated.
If
These
you
stars,
can dunk,
you have to
have to participate.
I don't think we don't want to embarrass ourselves, blah, 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 or I don't want to get injured. Please do it for the fans.
Do it for
Risk
the fans.
it.
Also,
come on.
Mac McClung could be saving the dunk contest because afterwards, Ja Morant tweeted like, I might have to do this. And then Giannis tweeted, if you do it, I'll do it.
Yeah,
and then Giannis said he was hacked when they were like, so you said you do the dunk contest? And he was like, I was hacked.
I don't believe that. No, it really bothers me that the main NBA players are not doing the dunk contest.
I know.
It's so lame.
Grow
a pair.
What have we come? What is America?
Grow a pair.
What in this economy?
Please.
You're not going to do the dunk contest?
Recession core if the stars come back.
Oh God. Would you rather have a healthy economy and the stars aren't dunking, or a recession but LeBron, Giannis, Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, and Jason Tatum?
I mean, could you? I honestly think I'd pick the stars.
Same.
I'll take a recession.
Take my money.
Take my money.
This is one of our darker episodes. Anyway.
The last thing I want to say about the All-Star Weekend, which we hadn't talked about, was on Saturday night, LiAngelo Ball, former NBA player, son of LeVar Ball, and he's a ball brother.
One of the ball brothers.
He's a ball boy.
How is that not?
Someone has to have said that. Anyways, he made his live television debut ahead of the three-point contest to perform his single, Tweaker.
So didn't he also perform at a Lions game?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if that was televised.
Maybe.
Because I think a lot of Lions fans were blaming him for the Lions losing to the Commanders.
Really?
Yeah. So LiAngelo maybe. And then, look, all I'm saying, connecting the dots here, LiAngelo shows up to sing for the Lions game and they lose. And
he did perform at a Lions game.
Yeah. And then All-Star wasn't great.
Interesting.
Look, I'm just asking the question.
Interesting.
I also would have liked to see a little more Riz.
Yeah. I would,
as the kids say.
As the kids say. I would have liked to see a little more Riz too. And I actually think it would have been a better performance. If they're trying to get like a former NBA player, get him out there doing some music. It's fun and kind of different.
Yeah.
Let's get Jimmy Butler out there producing the track. Damian Lillard out there singing on the track.
Yes.
Come on. I just feel like there's a way to do it where you get NBA players who are into music or have some connection to music involved.
And Jimmy Butler has just such a stage presence.
Exactly.
So even get him, hasn't he produced or sung, or doesn't he have like 200 country tracks in the vault?
Yeah. Just saying. There was another way to do it.
All I want to say is we are throwing out a lot of good PR ideas for free today.
Yeah.
So, we should just start a sports PR consulting firm.
We should. Honestly, we should.
Come to us. We'll charge you a lot, but we'll be cheaper than any of those agencies who clearly are not doing the right thing for you all.
Yeah.
Like it's not rocket science. We have all the answers.
We have all the answers. info@sportsgossipshow.com.
Reach out. Okay. So speaking of NBA.
Yeah.
This, you put this in the document. In the document?
In the document.
You put this in our Google document. That is titled Master Topic Doc. Can you tell the people what you put in here? Because I got so excited when I saw this.
So, in a Dumois exclusive, allegedly, Kendall Jenner was spotted with Devin Booker in Aspen this past weekend, reigniting speculation about their relationship.
So what's the deal? Didn't they? So they were together. They broke up in 2022.
Yes.
And they've been spotted together a lot since then.
Correct. Yes. They've been spotted on and off again since 2022.
How do we? Oh, because after Devin Booker, Kendall Jenner dated Bad Bunny.
Correct.
Also, who crushed it on SNL 50.
He was so good. That man is begging for a Casbah.
Talk about a performer. You know what?
What?
Get Bad Bunny.
Get him out there. Get him on the pod.
We just sounded like SNL characters. We sounded like Garth and Kat.
We did. Oh my God.
Truly, he was phenomenal. It's just so strange to me that we don't know. It's like, aren't they?
I think they're together. I think they're together.
They seem together.
They're eating. It looks like they have some bottle service on the table. Devin looks like he's eating some soup. And the funniest part of the photo,
I bet it was chili.
Probably. Oh, we'll talk about where they were in a moment. And then Kendall Jenner, though, I don't know if she's trying to be incognito, but she's wearing her ski goggles indoors.
So
I'm like, what's the point in that? It's Devin, but like that's very obviously Devin Booker.
Right.
It's like people are going to be looking over there anyways because it's Devin Booker sitting there.
First of all, this is weirder to me that she has her ski goggles on as you said, that is obvious. There is one man that could be, and that's Devin Booker.
Yeah, right.
So who would be the tall woman with brown hair sitting next to him,
right,
whom he has famously been seen with before? And she's like, it's not me. I'm going to keep my ski goggles on.
Right.
Also, the thing about ski goggles, that foam around the thing gets very itchy.
Brutal.
So she's sitting there
she's uncomfy.
having an itchy face.
And she's probably hot.
And everyone knows it's her anyway.
Yeah.
So
just take them off.
Don't be, that it gets sweaty. It's just gross.
Exactly.
Take
don't
off
be
the
weird.
Goggles.
Anyways, they were spotted at Cloud9 Alpine Bistro, which you mentioned that you were familiar with.
So for some reason, recently, someone I know was telling me that Cloud9 in Aspen is like the hottest place that celebs are going right now.
Okay.
It is a former ski patrol hut in Aspen, Colorado, this famously bougie ski area that has only gotten more bougie recently. It's Aspen. It's also the Dumb and Dumber quote. Do you remember that? A little place called Aspen, a place where the beer flows like wine, where beautiful women instinctively flock like the salmon of Capistrano.
Beautiful quote.
Just had to say that. So Aspen, right? We got it. This place, Cloud9, is the largest buyer of Veuve Clicquot in the United States, and it is only open 4 months out of the year.
Oh my God.
They have 2 times that you can go. You can ski in. You have to make a reservation at least 30 days in advance. So it's just like, rustic little ski lodge. Yeah, not so much. You can ski in at 12, so you can go at noon or at 2, and it turns into like these crazy dance parties. And most of this champagne, Madeline, they don't even drink it. They spray it all over everybody.
What is this, like a Super Bowl win in the locker room?
Yeah.
What are we doing here, people?
But I mean, they do have ski goggles on.
They do. That's
what
true.
What do a Super Bowl win and lunch in Aspen have in common? Wear in your ski goggles.
We're shaking hands.
Anyway, so Devin Booker was...
That was so funny. We just yes and put us on SNL.
Look, we will yes and until the cows
until Lauren calls,
until the Veuve runs out.
Wow. Thank you for that fun fact about that place.
Well, that's why when I saw it in there, I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Wait
Well,
to tell
I mean,
you
of course they're there. That tracks.
Yeah.
I feel like there's only so many places in Aspen to go. I have not been to Aspen, but
something that surprises me.
What?
I have also not been to Aspen.
We'll make a trip.
They have beautiful trees.
Beautiful trees.
Aspen trees, which have one root system. So what looks like individual trees are actually like one big tree.
Is this the new Bridges?
I feel a little
Talking
insane.
about trees next.
Yeah. Do you like trees?
Not as much as Bridges.
Okay.
No.
That's fine.
We don't have that in common.
No. That's okay. So I'm surprised that in Devin Booker's contract for the NBA, it allows him to ski.
Oh, interesting.
Do you think, because most of the time it is in their contracts that they cannot ski.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he was skiing because he is wearing ski goggles.
Do you think that he forgot to be incognito, but Kendall Jenner remembered it was in his contract that he can't ski, so she's trying to be incognito and not blow up his spot?
I mean, I would love that if that was
Wouldn't
the
that
case.
be incredible?
I mean, they were together for a while, and then if they're on and off, I'm sure she does have the Kris Jenner gene in her, so she does have probably some momager gene.
If you
deep in
were
there.
a celebrity dating an athlete, would you ask to see their contract?
Eventually, yeah. I'd want to see
For the
it.
prenup?
I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, what's in there?
I would love to see
How
it.
many pages is it?
How many dollars are there?
Yeah, what are we talking about? What are the incentives here?
Yeah, exactly. Like, how can I help you hit more threes?
Yeah, exactly. I think they're back together. I'm sure we'll see some more paparazzi photos, and I hope we get more content from Devin Booker's incredible house he has in Arizona that was featured in Architectural Digest.
Madeline, I think about that
It's so good.
whenever I see Devin Booker.
Oh, such a good house.
And he has some great outfits as
Great
well.
outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That man has great taste.
Yeah, great taste.
Okay, so on the other end of the NBA spectrum, Nico Harrison, GM of the Dallas Mavericks, who famously traded away one of the greatest basketball players of our generation, Luka Doncic, in the middle of the night to the Lakers. An article came out in The Athletic, a really great piece. There were a lot of takeaways from this article, including that Nico Harrison is a very measured person, that he doesn't do things impulsively, that he was probably thinking about this for a long time. But my main takeaway, Harrison is a notorious nutrition devotee and will occasionally begin conversations by quizzing friends on their health habits. What did you eat today is one of his go-to greetings.
Oh, no. That's an insane greeting. Who says that?
Now I understand why he traded Luka Doncic. We know everything we need to know about this man.
Correct.
Which is that he is on another planet.
That is insane. It actually kind of feels a little Scientology. I don't know why.
Oh, yes.
Just kind of like locked in. I'm not accusing Nico Harrison of being a Scientologist.
No.
But it feels energetically like just kind of like a strange question. It's like you are allowed to ask that question, but it's just kind of off.
Feels to me a little bit like a HIPAA violation.
Definitely also feels like a HIPAA violation.
Like if you go to work, if you're a company man,
right.
You're going to work and you say, hey, Charlotte, I say, hey, Madeline, what'd you eat today?
Weird. That's what I'm saying. It feels like something they like train you in Scientology. You know, they do like eye contact practice and you have to like stare at someone forever.
No, do they?
Oh, yeah, they do. And I feel like that's one of the things they're like, what did you eat today?
Did you eat today?
I don't know why. It just feels like that. It is so strange, but also so on track for him that he would ask that question.
I feel like that really just explains
It
everything
explains
about
it.
him.
He was like, I probably didn't like Luca's answer one too many times.
Clearly, because he was like, you're not in shape.
He's like, you're not in shape.
Maybe that's like his one thing that he's like, your body is a temple, respect it. And when people don't, he flips out.
He feels it's like personal attack on him.
Exactly. He
Yes.
like projects really hard.
Yes. I could see that.
All I'm saying, we've been right about stuff before on this show. Also, Madeline, I have a conspiracy theory that I thought of.
What?
When reading this article.
Ooh,
okay.
tell me.
Hear me out. And this is, again, completely just me asking the questions, connecting some dots. Okay, so Nico Harrison and Rob Pelinka, GM of the Lakers. Nico and Rob, very good friends. They do a trade where they send Luka to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. LeBron is, quote, the main takeaway from this is LeBron saying he didn't know anything about this, which we thought was a little strange. Okay, now stick with me.
Okay.
The Mavs ownership, Miriam Adelson, who is the widow of Sheldon Adelson, who together they built this whole massive casino situation in Las Vegas. There are rumors that maybe a conspiracy theory that's brewing is that like the Mavericks organization wants to anger its fans and wants to mess everything up so they can move the team to Vegas. LeBron James has famously said he would like to own an NBA team in Vegas. What if something's going on behind the scenes where it's like, if you give LeBron Luka now to win now with the Lakers, he will help move the Mavs to Las Vegas and become a part owner?
Oh my God. Yes.
Like,
I don't even think that's a
I have
conspiracy.
not reported this. I'm just thinking
Connecting the
about the
dots.
connection and the threads here that
Yes.
could be possible motivations, because nothing about this trade makes sense.
No.
There has to be, I feel like someone's pulling some string somewhere.
I 100% believe that. Now, my question is, do you think if that does happen and the Mavs do move to Vegas and LeBron retires or whatever and becomes a part owner, do you think in Luka's kind of end of his career, he'll go to Vegas to go be back with the old owners?
Yes.
On whatever they call it.
I think to retire as a Maverick.
Yeah.
As a Las Vegas Maverick.
We just cracked the case. I think that's correct.
Look,
that is so. What else could be?
It's a dark timeline, and I'm not saying anybody has done anything here because don't sue me. But
no,
I do think that this is a hypothesis.
Wow. I don't even have anything to say. I have nothing to follow up with that because I think you're 100% correct.
Thanks. Just asking. Well, you were the one who, when we originally talked about this, you were like, I don't believe that LeBron didn't know.
Yeah, there's no way.
And I've been thinking about that a lot.
Yeah, he definitely.
And it led
knew.
me here.
Wow.
I feel like the Pepe Sylvia, the meme where it's like the guy with all of the stuff, like the strings connecting behind him.
Yeah.
Like a crazy person. Yeah.
Anyways, wow.
Just a little something.
Okay. I believe you.
Thanks. Did you see, we watched UConn USC.
Yes.
UConn South Carolina on Sunday, was it?
Mm-hmm.
And UConn beat South Carolina by a ton. They ended the South Carolina, and Don Staley, coach of South Carolina, ended their 71 home win streak.
Crazy.
What
an insane stat.
But the moment that I thought was funniest from this was when Paige Bueckers, star of UConn, is going into the locker room and she has to do an interview, an in-game interview.
Yeah.
And she's trying to run before she's done it, and someone stops her. Someone clearly says, like, you have to do it. And she looks like a little kid being told that, like, trying to escape without doing the dishes. She's like, oh, and then went back over there.
It's like when you try to sneak upstairs or something.
Yes.
You go, I'm going to the bathroom.
Right. And they're like, Paige,
They're like, come do the dishes. You unloaded the top and not the bottom.
you didn't eat any broccoli.
I would imagine she was probably tired and was like, please don't make me do this today. Not today. I don't want to unload the dishwasher again.
I just love that she probably just forgot.
Yeah, probably.
But it really did look like she was trying to run as fast as she can before they could catch her. And she like almost got to the tunnel. And they're like,
They're like so close.
That was an amazing game, though. I love that. I'm getting very, very excited for March Madness.
Me too.
I only care about the women's tournament.
Obviously.
The men.
Hello.
Right. Notre Dame is ranked number 1
I saw
for the first
that.
time since 2019.
Maybe it's the Marcus Freeman aura effect just transferring over the head coach of Notre Dame football, who we've talked about enough on here. It's just kind of transferring over his aura into all of Notre Dame's other programs.
Hear me out. Coach Ivy, I think, might be giving Marcus Freeman some of his aura. I think that's what's going on. I think she is not being talked about enough as being the original charismatic, recent Notre Dame hire.
You're right. Okay.
Muffet McGraw retired, which is maybe one of the all-time great names in sports.
Insane name. I love it.
Muffet.
So good.
Would you name your kid Muffet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Anyway, so the women's basketball has been really fun, as has the Unrivaled League.
Yes.
Which had a one-on-one tournament. And this is crazy. So Nafisa Collier, who's one of the founders of Unrivaled, they had a one-on-one tournament. And they founded this. It's an 8-week season. They founded this so that women players would get paid decent salaries. I think everyone gets $250,000 or around there. And to play basketball. So they don't have to go overseas where they used to have to because the WNBA. Because Caitlin Clark's salary for next year in the W is $78,000.
Insane.
So Nafisa Collier won this one-on-one tournament and took home $200,000 on Friday. And she said, my entire WNBA salary is what I just got in 30 minutes of playing one-on-one, which is insane to even say. And same for playing overseas. A lot of people, this is their full contract. So you're playing 7 months for this kind of money.
It's so crazy. Pay these players more money.
I mean,
I do not understand. It drives me crazy. And it's like, I'm not getting into the money of it. Well, between the NBA,
collective bargaining.
yeah, blah, 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 blah. Just pay them
Just
more money.
find it.
Come on,
Find the
find
money.
it. Find it. You're expanding to Cleveland. You got money to do these expansions.
So
Find some money.
let's rustle it up.
Find some money.
It's the brands.
Yeah.
The brands
Exactly.
should give everybody more money. The
Exactly.
brands have so much money.
Come on.
Anyway, so those are
Wow.
a couple updates.
Wow. Well,
Speaking of updates.
speaking of updates,
Weekend update.
weekend update. We do have an update about Aaron Rodgers. I think we briefly touched on it during our Super Bowl episode a little bit.
But this is...
Well, Aaron Rodgers has not officially announced his 2025 plans yet. He did give the Jets an indication of what he had planned to do prior to the team going their separate ways.
What was that?
Well, during one of his meetings, according to this report, with new Jets head coach Aaron Glenn and GM Aaron Moogie. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Neither.
Whatever. Rodgers said that it was his intention to play in 2025. Thank God.
Oh.
Thank God. Keep Aaron Rodgers employed.
Madeline said
Thank
it
God.
from the beginning. Keep this man in a football uniform, even if it does sort of look like a Halloween costume.
I don't
for
care.
a man trick-or-treating with his son. Keep him in it.
Keep him in it.
So, okay, so...
This is the best news we could possibly get about Aaron Rodgers.
You're so right.
I mean, until it's signed, obviously, don't hold your breath. But someone will take him.
I love the use of the word intention here because
Yeah.
it seems like something Aaron Rodgers was like mood boarding or
Yes.
manifesting. He had
Yes.
sticky notes on his mirror.
Yes.
So before he went to the Jets, he famously went on a darkness retreat. Do we think that if I were Aaron Rodgers, look, this is just a suggestion. Maybe try a lightness retreat. Try something where you're just sitting.
A sun retreat?
Yeah, where you're sitting in the sun all day, and then you go into a room where there's an artificial sun.
Yeah.
And maybe that, because clearly the darkness retreat only brought darkness.
It brought darkness.
Maybe you should manifest lightness into your life.
Yes, I think that's true. He should do that in this off season. Yeah.
Do they offer that? Couldn't tell you.
He'll find a place to do it. Someone will make it up for him. He'll pay a lot of money and someone will invent a fake retreat for him. Yeah, I think he should do that. And truly nothing brings me more joy than hearing that Aaron Rodgers may be employed as a professional football player next season and not starting a podcast for yet another year. Thank God.
We have bought some time.
We bought some time.
We have bought ourselves some time with this news.
Thank God.
And I just hope that he doesn't decide to do a player podcast. But I feel like if he hasn't done it at this point,
I don't think he would do it.
I don't either.
I weirdly just feel like he just wouldn't want to do it with other players. I can't. He just seems like he's like a guy by himself.
He would do
you know what I mean?
He would do it with that guy in the documentary
Oh,
on
yeah.
Netflix who made his smoothies.
Yeah.
He would do it with his private chef.
Yes.
Mikey?
I don't know. Something
I
like
don't
that.
know.
Who knows?
Why not? Yeah, I just am really happy for us.
Me too. Thank God. Thank
Also,
God.
where's he going to end up? Ooh.
Where do you think?
Oh, do you remember when we did that thing about Aaron Rodgers' astrocartography?
Yes, yes.
Where you taught me about astrology and
yes.
maps? What did we say? It runs through Southern
it was
California
the West Coast. It was the West Coast.
and the Midwest.
Yeah.
So if he's smart, he will check his astrocartography chart
Check it.
before signing somewhere because there was not a single line that went through New York.
No.
And we saw how that didn't go
Yeah.
well.
See? Interesting. Well, the last thing I would like to end on,
Please.
if you're okay with this, is an update on our man Joe Mazzulla, head coach for the Boston Celtics. Your Boston Celtics, I might add.
My Boston Celtics.
Did you see what he said about halftime?
No.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So during an interview,
Just halftime in general?
just halftime.
Okay.
Okay. During an interview, he said, quote, "If it was up to me, I wish we would ban halftime. I can't stand halftime. I just don't understand it. I guess I do from a business standpoint, but I hate it. It's useless."
What?
Is that not the most Joe Mazzulla quote, though?
That is like saying I hate empty space. It's like not even something I would ever think of to
No.
have an opinion about.
No. It's like being like, I hate that we play on wood floors in basketball.
Right.
And you're like, okay, why? I just don't like it.
I
Wood's
think it should-
expensive.
Yeah. I think it should be concrete with spikes sticking out
It
of
should
it
be
to
linoleum.
make players tougher. Joe Mazzulla is he's like a caricature of someone doing a tough guy impression.
Yes.
But he's so committed to the bit that you're like, is this actually what like, if this isn't performance art,
Yeah.
it's just remarkable.
Right.
He said players should be allowed to fight. He doesn't want halftime, which if you take halftime performances from me, I would riot.
Riot.
I love halftime.
Well, and halftime, and also like the halftime show. I guess the halftime show, sure.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you need some
Red
something.
Panda who rides
You need
a
a break. You need a
unicycle.
pee break.
Right.
You need a pee break.
You need a chance to get another hot dog.
Exactly.
And-
you need it.
I feel like the players might need a second.
Yeah.
To regroup.
Right.
But Joe Mazzulla's like, no, I want to play right through. I don't want any. Joe Mazzulla probably wishes that the stadium were. He's like, why do we have an announcer?
He was like, it should be silent in there.
It should be
no music.
It should be a temple.
Honestly, yeah, he's like mood lighting.
Oh God, I love this. I can't wait for what he says next.
Well, I also feel like him saying this quote also tracks why he watches The Town once a week, because it weirdly kind of feels like a line that would like be cut from The Town for no, like it's just kind of like Ben Affleck's like, if it was up to me, I wish we could ban halftime. And then they're like, what? And he's just like, I can't stand halftime. And then it's like Blake Lively comes in.
and she's like, yeah. I'm sorry, that's really funny. That is
It's like a line cut for time.
Yeah, it's like they're like, he was like, oh, I really want to get in this hot take I have about while we're at this hockey rink, let me just get into it real quick. Halftime, it's got to go. And then they're in the edit bay, and someone's like, Ben, it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense for the plot. No sense.
And he's like, okay, and they cut it. Joe Mazzulla in general. Wait, you have just stumbled upon the essence. Joe Mazzulla in general, everything he says sounds like a line. That was cut from everything he says.
Everything.
Hold on. Let me pull up a couple Joe Mazzulla.
Everything he says is from The Town. I think really deep down, this man just wants to be in a Ben Affleck movie. Ultimately.
Yes. I think, oh my God, I think you're right because, okay, people are going to say oh my God, Madeline. Okay. Is it a quote from The Town or Joe Mazzulla? Ready? Okay. I'm going to read you something and you tell me if this is Joe Mazzulla or The Town.
All right. I like this.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Joe Mazzulla or The Town?
Okay.
The loss, you know what I mean? The disappointment in yourself, the anger that turns into disappointment, the despair, like the guy who's sitting at the bar and a priest walks in, pull up a chair. The guy says, wait a minute. He says, I hate to tell you this, don't waste your time, but I happen to know there's no God. The priest said, okay, this is too long.
The Town?
Yeah.
Okay. But I thought that was Joe Mazzulla until the priest. That threw me a little bit. Okay. But I see your point.
You see my point?
Yes. Give me one more.
People are going to say the target is on our back, but I hope it's right on our forehead in between our eyes. I hope I can see the red dot.
Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
But again,
it
took me a second.
It could be, wow.
You
cracked the code.
Cracked the code.
People, can I read the Joe Mazzulla quote in a Boston accent?
Yeah, do it.
People are going to say the target is on our back, but I hope it's right on our forehead in between our eyes. I hope I can see the red dot. Okay.
Coming soon to Studio 8H.
Lauren. If you're listening,
come on the pod.
We're two funny gals.
Come on the pod, Lauren. You're Canadian. We could talk about hockey.
And now our next guest, Lauren Michaels.
Could you imagine if we got him on the pod?
He's sitting right between us in my little Brooklyn apartment.
He would never come here.
No.
Anyways,
he doesn't know what a 1-bedroom apartment is.
Doesn't have no idea. Hasn't seen one in years.
Maybe ever.
He
moved to New York when you could live in New York.
True.
That's it. Don't know how we're doing this. Anyway, we do have a phone number you can call.
Yes.
712-7-GOSSIP. 712-746-7747. You can call us. You can text us.
Yeah.
We've gotten some great stuff already.
Great stuff. We've gotten so many messages. I'm sorry we can't reply to all of them, but we love seeing them. So thank you.
We love seeing them. Also, if we were to do a mailbag episode soon,
yes,
we would love to know your questions.
Send us your questions.
Comments, suggestions, thoughts.
Yep.
I had a piano teacher when I was little who would say questions, comments, suggestions.
I love that.
And he was Russian, so it sounded funnier than that did.
I can picture it.
All right.
Well, as always, like, subscribe, rate, review. It really goes a long way. We really appreciate it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Sports Gossip Show.
Yes.
Well, wait,
TikTok.
we hit 11. We're at 11,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh my God. And we are about to hit 10,000 on Instagram.
Crazy.
So
thanks.
So thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye.